So just now what you saw is a compilation of my dreams that I changed into reality in a span of 12 weeks. I launched my own planner brand on 19th September 2023 when I was 7 months pregnant, and I achieved all of this by following an effective goal setting technique called 12-week year goal setting, which is inspired from the book The 12-Week Year, which I read probably in the month of February last year. And based on this goal setting method, I have curated this template in the Life Aroma Planner 2024, which will be our topic of discussion in today's video. I'll talk about what exactly is the 12-week year planning system, how you can benefit from this method to achieve your goals this year, and I will walk you through the step-by-step process of using this template in the Life Aroma Planner 2024 and how I am setting it up in my planner. So let's straight dive into today's video. Alright, so we all set yearly goals at the very beginning of the year, but how many of them do we actually achieve or stick to by the end of the year? The main issue with this conventional yearly goal setting technique is that it often encourages procrastination. 365 days means 52 weeks of timeline to achieve a certain goal. But what if we decrease the timeline to just 12 weeks and also break down that big picture goals into mini achievable goals? This is what the 12-week year goal setting is all about. It encourages you to achieve more in just 12 weeks that most people often do in an entire year. So you can think it like your quarterly planning system where you divide your annual goals into 4 quarters for the entire year. At least I like to think it that way, but you can apply this 12-week year system whenever you want to. The main purpose of this system is to start it from a certain week, like you have to start it from week 1 and you have to follow this for the next 12 weeks from the timeline you have started. So it's not necessarily to start it on a particular quarter, but personally my brain functions like this, that I love to plan on a quarterly basis and I like to call it my 12-week year planning system. But let me be very clear here that there is nothing wrong in setting your yearly goals at the very beginning of the year. I always love to plan out my goals for the entire year as it gives me a bigger picture of what I want to achieve in that particular year, like in the next 365 days. But a year is simply too long of a time frame to maintain consistent motivation and the focus towards your goals. With our yearly goals, 70% of us just procrastinate and keep pushing it to the next month or so, and the rest of 30% start working towards their goals but can't stay consistent and focused when they don't see any visible results. So shifting your mindset from this annual approach to this 12-week approach will help you to start working on your goals at the first place. It will keep you motivated and focused. Due to the lack of time frame, you will feel a sense of urgency to complete your particular goal, because of course the 12-week time frame is much less than the 52 weeks time frame. So it will help you to push yourself, and also you can track your progress, or if you are making any kind of mistakes to achieve your goals, you can track it in the time interval of 12 weeks and you don't have to wait for the entire year to get over to reflect back on what you did right and what you did wrong. Let's say you have a new year resolution to improve your fitness. So instead of setting a vague goal like getting into shape this year, with a 12-week yearly planning, you will break it down into smaller, more achievable targets that you can actually achieve in a certain frame. So for example, for the first 12 weeks, your specific goal might be to run 3 times a week and incorporate healthy eating habits. You create a detailed plan, set milestones, and actively work towards these objectives. After the initial 12 weeks, you assess your progress, celebrate your achievements, and identify areas for improvement. Then for the next 12 weeks, you might adjust your fitness routine or set any new nutritional goals based on what you have learned. So this cycle repeats throughout the year, giving you a structured and more adaptable way to achieve your resolution in a more manageable and focused way. Here is my personal example of how I have used this 12-week year planning to launch my own planner business. So last year, one of my big main goals was to launch my own planner brand and create the 2024 Life Aroma Planner. To achieve this target, I divided my big goals into 4 quarters, or you can say I followed the 4 cycles of the 12-week year planning system. The first 12 weeks were dedicated to market research and learning the basics of online business. Then in the next cycle, we designed the planner, worked on finding vendors for printing and all the backend stuff. The third cycle was to prep for the launch and building a marketing plan. And the final step was the execution process of launching the planner successfully and providing customer service. So these were all possible because I divided my bigger picture goal into small mini actionable chunks and took the necessary actionable steps, keeping in focus for the next 12 weeks only and not feel overwhelmed with the bigger picture. And yeah, the result is in front of you, holding this self-created planner from scratch proudly in my hand now. So I have experienced the benefit of following this particular method, and now enough of explanation, let's implement this particular method in the year 2024 so that you can also achieve your big goals that you have set for the year 2024 and make it actually achievable by the end of this year. So here's my yearly goal setting page, and by the end of the year I'm aiming to see some real results. For that I'm going to break these goals on a quarterly basis here in this template which says quarterly planning. You have to write down your top 3 goals here that you want to focus on for the first quarter of the year, and then break those goals into mini actionable steps here for each month. So let's dive into my planner and let me show you how I'm going to set up this particular page in my planner. Alright, so this is how I have set up my quarterly planning for the first quarter. So I have written down my top 3 goals that I want to focus on for the first 3 months, or like for the first 12 weeks approximately. So these are my top 3 goals that I have chosen from my yearly goals. So this is basically my yearly goals that I have set for the first 6 months, and I have a dedicated video about it, you can check it out. So from all these goals I have picked 3 such goals that I want to focus on in the first quarter and have written it down. So these are very specific goals that I have written down, and I have broken down these goals into some mini actionable steps for each of this month. So as for example, one of my goal is to hit 10k subscribers on YouTube by March. So for this, the mini actionable steps that I need to take is to upload 8 videos, upload 2 shorts weeklies, then I will focus on uploading quality videos and try some new topics. So these are all the actionable steps that I can take to actually achieve these goals. So this goal in particular is not under my control, but what is in my control are the actionable steps that I can take every single month to get close to this goal. One thing that I have also done here is to color code stuff. So for all the 3 goals that I have written down, I have color coded it in different ways, as you can see, and I have also color coded all these actionable steps that are related to a specific goal that I have written down. So this way I can see immediately what I need to focus on to achieve this particular goal. So this is how I'm going about my quarterly planning system. You can just go ahead and take a screenshot if you want to and just check it out in details. I have this blank space going on every single month which I haven't filled up yet because I may need to alter or add new actionable steps when I am into the month. So I have kept this blank for that reason. But this is basically an overview of what I really want to achieve in the next 3 months, and these are the 3 things I will be focusing on. Okay, so alright, that's all for today's video. If this video was insightful, please give it a big thumbs up. This will mean so much to me. And if you are in a personal growth journey this year, then definitely subscribe to this channel because I have a lot of exciting content planned for you. Also follow us on our Instagram handle. This is the Instagram handle where you can stay accountable with me with your planner. And yeah, I will see you super soon with a new fresh video. Till then, keep smiling. Bye bye.